the dragon says, "You're Algernon Breadstick," and he says, "Oh yeah, you're a mythical creature. You know everything." And he said, "No, actually, my cousin, the Loch Ness Monster, told me."
You're watching the Spotlight Network, starring Hollywood's newsman,
And if you're just
Logan Crawford.
investigators, they now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're talking about a wonderful book, The Adventures of Algernon Breadstick, the Hapless Knight. It is written by a terrific author. His name is Ray Denyer. He has penned a whimsical fantasy tale packed with humor, heart, and big dream energy. Algernon is a lovable dreamer, determined to become a knight, even when everything seems to go hilariously wrong. And his journey proves that persistence plus a flexible plan can take you farther than you think. From a failed tournament to a wild quest involving the legendary Loch Ness Monster, this is an uplifting adventure for anyone who's ever chased an impossible goal. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. Ray, thank you so much for joining me here today. Welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It's a true pleasure to have you on the show. You did great work on this book, very original, very fun, very creative. What inspired you to create Algernon Breadstick,
Well,
and where
first
did
off,
that name come from?
Thank you for saying so. When I was a child, I had to share a room with my brothers, and I used to make up stories for them, and you know, till we drifted off to sleep. Then when I had children, I used to make up stories for them. Then it went on. I've got 14 grandchildren, so I just carried on, and then everybody started saying, "You need to write it down." So I started writing. This is a result.
Was Algernon Breadstick a character you created with your brothers when you were just a kid?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a name that stuck with me. He wasn't a knight back then. He was just a child. But then he progressed, and I thought, Algernon Breadstick sounds like it should be a knight. Sir Algernon.
Sounds great. I want to
Thank
be a
you.
knight. I think everybody in London wants to be a knight.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. What does he represent to you? Is Algernon an underdog, a dreamer, an optimist, or a little bit of all three?
It's about not giving up, you know. Follow your dream. If you make one step forward every day, you will get to your dream. Everybody has ultimate goals, but feel that, you know, it's not going anywhere. Well, just keep going, stick to the plan, and if the plan don't work, adapt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keep going despite the headwinds. You'll make it eventually.
That's
Who's your targeted audience for this book? Who's your perfect reader?
Well, I'm targeting parents to read it to their children.
Mhm.
Maybe early teens, maybe just before,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10s.
Gotcha.
So anybody who enjoys it, really.
Yeah, and it is a very enjoyable story. Have you envisioned it
very
as a
much.
film? I mean, I could see this as a movie. Harry Potter became a movie. Why not Algernon Breadstick, right?
Yeah, I'm going for anything. Sky's the limit. It's
Awesome.
another one of my dreams that I probably will fulfill.
Yeah, wonderful. Like you said, if you can dream it, you can achieve it if you keep on persevering, and you've
Yes.
created the work. So now it's up to Hollywood to find it. And Hollywood, if you're listening, here's a story that is magical. That would be a great family
Thank you.
tale for sure. Tell us a little bit about the story itself. Tell the folks at home what it's about.
Well, back in medieval times, people used to dump their children and hope the castle would take them in.
Mhm.
So they take them in. They use them as servants to begin with, and the boys get trained to be knights, and the girls go on to be cooks, chefs, cleaners. And basically, it's his dream to be a knight. He fails. He's also got more points than he did. So he goes and drowns his sorrow in the local tavern. And the landlord said, what you need is a quest. So he went on a quest to find the Loch Ness Monster. He got lost. He went to Wales first. And then eventually he got there and he's sitting on the bank and the Loch Ness Monster said to him, you're Algernon Breadstick. And he said, yeah, how do you know that? He said, because I'm a mythical creature and I know everything. And they started chatting and he said, so you come here to vanquish me? And he said, well, maybe not. And so they come up with this plot that the Loch Ness Monster lost a tooth the day before, went down and found it, give it to an Algernon, told him that he could take it back and give it to the king and say that he slayed the monster, but he couldn't bring it all back, he just had the tooth. And it develops from there. He gets his knighthood, and then the king says, oh, I've got another job for you. We found a dragon. So he had to go off and slay the dragon. I don't want to give too much away.
Right, exactly.
But it builds up. It builds up as it goes.
Sounds great. It sounds like it has
you.
a little Monty Python humor in it as well.
Yes.
Perhaps that's instilled in
I am
all
a big
Brits,
fan
right?
of Monty Python.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just when you say, I'm a mythical creature, of course I know everything. That kind of sounds a little bit like Monty Python.
But when he meets the dragon, he says, the dragon says, you're Algernon Breadstick. And he says, oh, yeah, you're a mythical creature. You know everything. And he said, no, actually, my cousin, the Loch Ness Monster, told me.
That's great. That's really great. That's really funny stuff. That's really great. You were aiming for a classic fairy tale vibe that was perhaps a little more offbeat and a little funny?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Trek with my grandchildren, and it's that sort of vibe that I was looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. How do your grandkids like this? I almost said movie, this book.
They love it. I got my first copy yesterday.
Wonderful.
And I took it round to all the grandchildren. They loved it. The older ones read it, and the younger ones listened while I spoke.
That's great.
Yeah, everybody's 100% behind me.
Awesome, awesome. Talk to us about Algernon's unlikely friends.
Which one?
Does he tell us a little bit about his friends that he makes along the way, Algernon?
He starts off by meeting the Loch Ness Monster.
Yep.
Then he moves on to the dragon.
Yep.
But on the also there was what he called the 7-foot monster that lives under the bridge, which turns out to be a troll. He saves the troll. Then he meets a baby kraken, but he doesn't know it's a baby kraken. He rescues that and puts him back in the sea. And then it comes to a big finale at the end where all his friends join him to overcome any problems that he's got in the future.
Awesome. It's like the Knights of the Round Table.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Sounds great. Let me ask you this. Are you thinking about a sequel?
I'm in the process of writing it now.
Okay. And what's that going to be about?
He's got to go off to the Crusades. He'll probably meet a werewolf and the Yeti, because obviously to get to the Holy Land, he's got to go through the Alps.
Right.
And he'll find a lost Yeti.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it's the plans there. It's just making the characters fit and making them believable.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
How can you make a mythical creature believable? But
you can. I mean, you can. Yeah. I mean, people do believe in the Loch Ness Monster.
This is correct.
There you go. That's evidence in and of itself. I think eventually you should have Algernon Breadstick make his way to New York City. I think that would be pretty cool.
Well, there was talk. My wife said, why not Algernon and the time machine?
There you go. He finds
the time machine.
Then he could go anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
A bit like Doctor Who then.
Yeah, exactly. Constantly reinvented, without a doubt. I want to be the next Doctor Who. Wouldn't you like to be Doctor Who at one point?
Yes.
I think it'd be great. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What's your favorite moment or favorite line in the book? I mean, you already gave me a great one where no, I'm not a mythical creature, but my cousin, the Loch Ness Monster, called me. Yeah. That was great.
At the end, when they've had the big battle with the Vikings, the dragon, the Loch Ness Monster, and Algernon are sitting on the banks of the river, laughing about their last great adventure. And Algernon says, there is only one problem, though. And they said, what? And he says, how are we going to explain to the king that you turned up after I've slain you?
That is a dilemma. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. Wonderful. You must have had a blast writing this book and writing the sequel as well, huh?
Oh, yeah. And the biggest thrill for me is writing a bit, showing it to people and getting their reaction.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
sounds like your wife is your partner in crime when it comes to that. You show her little pieces as you go
Oh,
along?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I got to run it past the wife first.
Always, if you want to stay married, it's a good idea. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Very
Anything
true.
you want to do, even if you're going to have breakfast, you better run it by
Yes.
the wife first. That's what I say. See, I'm a smart
Every
guy
time.
too. Yeah,
Yes.
without a doubt. Now, you say you just got a copy yourself. The book is hot off the presses?
It is. Yeah. It's on Amazon now.
Wonderful.
Kindle. And I think they call it print on demand.
Yep, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
I've got.
So
Do you want me to run and get the copy?
if you want to, sure. There you go. And there it
There he
is.
is.
Algernon Breadstick, The Hapless Knight by Ray Denyer. Beautiful. It's a beautiful color, beautiful image, beautiful artwork. I think you got,
Thank you.
I think you hit a home run there. You must be so proud.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
over the moon.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes I
awesome.
get a bit speechless.
That's wonderful.
It just all seemed to come together and fit nicely.
Yeah. Exactly, exactly. Do you have like a little local bookstore near you or something where you might be able to do a book signing
Yeah,
or something like that?
I've done a couple of book signings, and I've been into a school with my previous book called Bethany in My Pocket.
Okay. What was
That's
your
about an
previous book
imaginary
called?
friend. Bethany in My Pocket.
And what's
It's
that about?
that's about a little girl that moves to a new area because her dad gets a better job. And she's sitting on the porch thinking, well, I've got no friends. I'm going to a new school. It's pretty scary.
Mhm.
And she sees a little girl about this high.
Mm.
And she says to her, I'm lonely. I'm in a new place. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do this. And she said, what you do is you put me in your pocket and take me to school. And every time you get lonely, put your hand in your pocket and I'll give you a finger, a reassuring hug.
Wow, that's
And
great.
the friend goes, and then she makes friends of her own, and the friend sort of doesn't appear as often. So she said to the friend, but where have you been? You're my friend. And she said, well, technically I'm not. I'm just your imaginary friend. And every time you need me, I'll be there. Now you've got friends of your own. You don't need me anymore. And she goes, but I'm thinking of making a sequel, Bethany and My Car.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's great. I love it. That's a beautiful story
Thank you.
about Bethany and the in my pocket. I think I love that. I love the fact that she's an imaginary friend. It's almost a little sad when she goes away. You don't need me anymore, you know? So
Yes.
very, very
I
touching.
think it's sad, but lovely that she's made friends and
It's
she's
bittersweet.
overcome this fear.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's like what we call here in the States bittersweet. You know, there's something wonderful about it and something a little sad about it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
tugs at
Without a
both
doubt.
heartstrings at the same time.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, you've done great work. You've got a great imagination. You're a terrific writer. The book we've been talking about today is The Adventures of Algernon Breadstick, The Hapless Knight by Ray Denyer. There it is. Pick up a copy yourself. You can get it on Amazon. You will love it. Or travel to Ray's town and get him to sign a copy. That'd be wonderful. I think that's what I would
Always
like to do.
welcome.
That sounds
Thank you
great.
so much. I do appreciate it.
I appreciate your time. Let me just tell the folks at home a little more about the book. It is a whimsical fantasy tale packed with humor, heart, and big dream energy. Algernon is a
And they
lovable
do come
dreamer.
true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you believe it, you can achieve it.
That's it.
Ray, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you. And
I
never give
appreciate
up
your
believing.
time. Lovely time
Thanks a
talking
lot.
to you as well. I appreciate it. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time.
Thank you very much.